motor.
You want to help him?
No, it's stuck. What would y'all do if I really was stretching my winky like that?
And then it just deflated like a boop.
Nobody even commented that I called it winky. That's normal for a child.
I think you can call your pee-pee whatever. I encourage just different stuff. Anytime I get to hear new names,
Was Winky a new name for you?
Yeah, I've never heard Winky.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah, must be a.
I've heard, I heard people saying like, "Oh, my asshole winked at you."
What?
Yeah.
Like when you fart.
Black Blade, the God Killer?
What?
That's what you call yours?
Yeah. It's ironic.
Okay.
Because it's not a sword, you see.
Yeah.
And you're not slaying any gods with it. So.
No. None. I'm not killing anything.
This isn't. Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Where is this going?
I don't know. I just started recording.
Okay.
Everybody started talking.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We can start the episode whenever.
Hey, everybody. What's up? It's episode 410 of the All You Can Hear podcast. My name is Wenzel. And joining me today are my two co-hosts.
You don't have a mic.
What
that means
sound
you have
was
to be
he?
quiet.
How did he even make that?
I don't know. I've never heard Colt make that sound. I'm Commander Tanner.
Oh, shit.
I'm dog meat Colt. I'm made out of dog.
Yep. This is actually a very special episode. We have everybody at this table is a commander. We're all commanders.
I say fire the nukes. No one's going to retaliate? I guess I win.
I couldn't think of anything.
Wow, I guess I did
because
win.
I did have a bit, but you kind of derailed me. So
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say we're in the officers club. You know, like
Colt saying that, and you say, we're in the officers club.
But if you don't know, if you're fucking stupid. This is going to be the end of our little Magic the Gathering mini-series, and we're ending off by playing Commander, which is something that we've been wanting to play since October of last year, and we just haven't gotten around to do it until finally today, and we're going to finally play it. And now this isn't to say that we might not do other formats in the future or anything. Just for what we have planned for this slate of this year, this is going to be the last episode of this series, just for this year. But obviously we'll do more Magic the Gathering stuff whenever.
It's definitely going to happen because we've had too much fun with the first two formats, and I have a feeling we're going to like Commander. So there will definitely be more Magic stuff in the future.
Yeah.
If I had one complaint about the two things we've already done, is it didn't last as long as I'd like. And I think that's going to change with this because I just wanted more of that, basically.
Yeah, like that's fair. That's the limited format. I chose those because I knew they wouldn't last long, but Commander is known for lasting longer. That's what made it so popular. I guess I'll just get right into it. Commander originally was this kind of like little format that wasn't official or anything. It
wasn't there in the first Magic set?
No. It was originally started in 1994 by this guy. Hold on, I can pull up his name. I'm not going too in depth, but I'll give you a little bit of history about it. It was created originally in 1994 by Adam Staley as just part of this little thing that was being done among it's not meta, it's just casual, just fun, whatever.
So this is just a fan that said, this is awesome.
Shut the fuck up and let me finish.
Damn, get him.
Sorry.
Those are just questions.
I was told to. Why don't you just wait? Okay, now you're really pissing me off. I'm just kidding. It then officially became an official format in 2008. So it became an official Wizards of the Coast format. So, yep.
So that guy did not work for them. This was a fan.
Adams Daily, yes.
Okay, that was my question. But you said you were yelling at me like you were gonna answer that, and you did not answer that. So thank you.
Well, I mean, you were establishing that this was nothing. This was an official format or anything. This is just something a fan created, not letting me finish the history lesson.
I was saying originally it was made by someone that doesn't work there.
Yeah, I know. Just mess with you.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, and what separates Commander from all the other formats, it is large scale. So we're talking about 100 card decks. This is how it's played. 99 of those cards you're going to be using, while the Commander is separate from the rest of the deck, and that goes into what's known as the Commander Zone. The Commander can be basically any legendary creature. Now there have been specifically cards made now that Commander is an official format where it will say like play this as a commander or anything, but for the most part, any sort of legendary creature can count as a commander, can be used as a commander, and they go into the command zone. And what you can do with the commander is that the commander is always out. You always have them readily available, so you don't have to wait to draw it in your deck. What that means is that whenever you do get to the mana cost of your commander, you can summon them straight out. As if you get the mana cost, you can do that. But if your commander gets killed, they don't go to your graveyard. They don't get exiled. They go always back to the commander zone. And what that means is that you can still use it. You just have to pay more. So it's this thing called the commander tax. So on top of their original mana cost, you add 2. So next time you want to use it, you add 2. So like,
does it keep increasing?
Yep. Oh, so they get killed again, it goes up to 4. Get killed again, goes up to 6. So on and so forth. Usually nobody's ever seen it go up to where people are having to pay 20 mana or anything. That's
I feel like
insane.
You lost.
At that point, you lost. Yeah. So that doesn't happen. But there's that. Another stipulation of Commander is that you get to have only one copy of each card. So you can't have multiples like in Standard where you can have a limit of 4 or whatever limits. It's strictly one card. And you can have duo commanders or like assistant commanders or whatever. So like I think for that you have a choice between like the main commander or your other commander. So you can throw in, rather than this one, I can throw in a different commander and then have that in my deck. So I'm doing visual bits. I shouldn't be doing that. My bad. So
the commander, you can only have one legendary creature, or
no, you can have multiple legendary creatures.
But one legendary creature is your commander.
Okay. What do they get? Any special ability boosts for being the commander?
No,
you can literally go through your deck right now, and if you didn't want your commander to be your commander, you could just make this another legendary creature in your deck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, the upside to having the commander is
the revival. Yeah.
As long as you have the mana costs, he's always available.
Okay.
So yeah, there's that. And then all players begin with 40 life rather than 20. And then another thing too is that if a single commander deals 21 combat damage to a player, that player automatically loses.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can stack stuff on them. Yeah.
And then another thing too, like this was also meant to be played with like multiple people as well. So it's for this one, it's last player standing wins.
Yep.
Kind of like what we've been doing with the limited format. But yeah.
Yeah, typically, Commander was made to be a multiplayer format.
So we are playing with 3, but
yeah, and then obviously, as usual, commanders and their and the creature and the cards within the deck, they must match. So whatever commander you choose, the color identity, it has to be all of that. That has to be the whole deck. It has to be that same color.
And we're all using pre-construction, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yep, we're all using precon decks.
Do we want to say what they are?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we should read our commander and like their ability before we start the game.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to start?
Go ahead.
I got the dog meat commander deck, and for my commander, it's dog meat. And his ability is when dog meat enters the battlefield, mill 5 cards, then return an aura or equipment card from your graveyard to your hand. Don't know what those are, but I'll find out. I am red, green, and white. Oh, there's an extra ability. I'm sorry. Whenever a creature you control that's enchanted or equipped attacks, create a junk token. and I don't know what a junk token does.
I bet we'll find out.
Yeah, I bet we'll find out. Mine is from the Strixhaven School of Magic set. It is the Silver Quill Statement, and my commander is Brina the Demagogue. My color identity is black and white. It is a bird warlock. It has flying. Whenever a player attacks one of your opponents, if that opponent has more life than another of your opponents, that attacking player draws a card, and you put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature you control. And then I have 1 attack and 3 defense.
And my commander is Esperia, Supreme Judge. My deck is blue-white mana. It is a legendary creature Sphinx. It has flying, and whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, you may draw a card. So, and 6/4. So.
Oh, you've got the high.
Mine is 3/3, so Tanner has the, I would say, best commander.
We'll see.
Well, we don't know best.
I don't know. Numbers higher. Higher number mean better.
I win.
Okay, sorry.
So let's play.
We're back. If I sound kind of down and gloomy,
Why does everybody sound deflated?
no,
We had fun.
I'm just kidding.
It's election night flashbacks all over again.
I'm not gonna say I have the same energy.
Give me the mic. I got something to say.
I feel worse now than I did on election night. Just kidding. That would be a very crazy thing to say. Seriously. But you know what? Actually, I do feel worse.
Okay.
A country where I can't win in Magic? This is hell.
You got you.
All right, Tanner, the equivalent to Donald Trump. Here's your win.
Yeah, so like I said, we're back. We played. Tanner won. Yay.
I want to say, not to toot my own horn, I think I won pretty handedly.
Yeah, you.
Now, granted, it took 2 hours.
Well, to be fair, again, so commanders typically are an hour to 2 hours. They're meant to be long form.
Mm-hmm.
They're meant to be casual. They're meant to be fun. So,
Yes.
So I'm not really, I'm not, I had fun.
Yeah.
I had fun. And it's still a learning experience. I'm actually learning this deck. So I enjoyed my time. It was really a lot of fun. It made me want to play again.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah.
So
That's another reason it took a while, because we would get cards that had terms we hadn't seen on Magic cards. So we had to look stuff up. So Colt had a card that had goads, and we had to learn about what the Fallout radiation mechanic does, which is just a mechanic tied to the Fallout set. So we had to learn about that. I had a blast.
It was all I guess, like I said, it had to be fun because it made me want to play again.
Yeah.
So, it was very just interesting learning about all these mechanics too. Tanner won by a wide margin because
A large margin. He had more health than he started with.
Yeah, I ended the game with 41 health, but at my peak, I had 55 health in the game.
Yep.
55 life.
I died first. I got kicked out first. I had 3 health at the very end, and then Tanner killed me.
I will say Wenzel would have gotten out way faster if I wasn't being nice. I was being nice to Wenzel
True.
because I was thinking damn, I don't want it to just end like that. And plus, Tanner's got more health than he fucking needs, so I just didn't do anything to Wenzel.
No, same. I actually could have done a lot more damage to Colt, but I didn't because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I don't want to end this game so quickly. And plus, Tanner's a huge fucking problem. I can't be. I need more help than I need less than.
Yeah, so essentially what happened is my deck built upon flying creatures. So, and if, you don't know Magic, if you're a beginner in Magic, you may not know what a flying creature does. A flying creature essentially can't be blocked. It can block, and then obviously it just attacks right overhead. So my creatures were building on flying creatures. I had creatures that can make flying tokens. I had creatures that gave +1/+1, +2/+0, +0/+2, all equipped. So even my tokens were getting up to 4/4, 4/5. I never even had to play my commander. So we didn't even get to see its ability. I also drew an enchantment that let me get lifesteal or lifelink to my strongest card, which is another way how, I got over 40 life. Honestly, without that card, I mean, I would have ended the game in the teens. But like as handedly as it sounds like I won, Colt probably could have beat me in 3 turns.
Yeah.
Like 3 more turns, I think Colt could have beat me because Colt, I don't know if you want to get into your Lone Ranger, but
yeah, my guy, he had an ability that I put on with I can't remember what it exactly was, but it gave me 2/2, right? 2/2 for each permanent non-land on my side, and I just
it gave you 1/1 for each permanent non-land on
okay,
your side.
1/1, yes. And then at one point I was like, "Fuck, I'm just gonna start putting artifacts down," and I did. I just had some bobbleheads that were sitting in my hand since turn fucking 1. And at one point I was doing mad amounts of damage to Tanner. It was like 15, 14.
Yeah, the turn you attacked me, did 15 damage.
Yeah, but only got to do it once. And the thing is, I had a lot of creatures on the table at the end, but none of them could do anything about flying. I had, even looking through my deck, there's not really much to do anything to stop or attack a flying creature. So it's something I'll have to think about.
I will say also with that Lone Ranger card Colt had, it only gained the +1/+1 if it was the only attacking creature during Colt's attack phase. Essentially what Colt could, I mean, granted, it got so powerful, it didn't really matter. But one thing Colt could have done was either attack me for a ton of damage or I blocked with all my flying creatures and Colt would destroy them once I blocked with them. Now, granted, at that point, Colt had 12 life left and I had 55 life. So it was just math. But yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was very fun how all the decks interacted with each other. I felt like Wenzel's deck actually had some counters to mine because Wenzel's deck allowed him to start getting some flying creatures.
Well, that's the thing, is that my deck has a ton of flying, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But whenever I drew my cards, I only got the grounded ones because I have a bunch of angels and then a bunch of for the black mana cards. Like there was a bunch of creatures that were also flying. I mean, my fucking commander's flying, but I couldn't summon it because I could not get a plains mana.
Yeah.
So, but one of the creatures I was able to get on the field was a fucking bold plagiarist, and its ability was that every time an opponent gets a counter on their card, my this vampire gets a counter as well. And at some point, because Tanner had so many counters on his creatures, I was stacking counters on mine.
Yeah.
And it really made this weird thing where I'm like, if I kill these creatures, that gets them off, but then it removes the counter. So that was kind of like a weird thing, but I think it's really cool. Then there was like this curse.
There was a point, I want to, before you move on to the next ability, there was a point where I was stacking on tokens for my card, and that was also helping out Wenzel. And that forced Tanner to actually put his attention on me to get rid of Wenzel's fucking counters. So I thought that was an interesting little moment.
Yeah, no, it really pulled. I mean, that's another thing about Commander. It's like it brings out these interesting strategies. I think.
Next time, I'm not going to allow that shit to happen. I have a plan, and my plan is it involves eating the cards or doing a hissy fit and flipping the table.
I will say it was very interesting because my strategy at the end, because Wenzel, I'm sure you're going to talk about your Thessia. Is that what it's called?
No, Tessa.
Tessa. Which I'll let Wenzel explain more about the card, but essentially the card could not be destroyed by creatures, and its ability allowed it to, every time I did damage to Wenzel, that card that did the damage to Wenzel got sent to the graveyard, and Wenzel got a flying token for it. So I had to do the thing where I had my Sky Warden, who after he attacks, all my flying creatures gain +2 attack. So I had to attack Colt first. So number-wise, I could have enough attack to kill Wenzel, sacrifice my super steroid out tokens, and get Wenzel out of the game. So that's the only way I could have done that. If Colt was already out of the game when I did that, I would have been fucked.
Yeah. See, the thing is what sucks about this, I got her late game.
Yeah, it was very late game.
And that's a problem, because if I get her late game, then basically she's basically useless.
Yeah. Unless you had a ton of life left.
And unless I had a ton of life left. But since I didn't, she was kind of useless because, So, Teysa, Envoy of Ghosts, she has vigilance and protection from creatures. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to me, I get a 1/1 flying white token. And that would have been nice if I started, like, very early.
Yep.
And she's, what's that, like 7 drop? I think that's what they say. Whenever, how much something mana costs, 7 drop, 1 black, 1 white, and then 5, whatever. It would have been nice to have gotten her earlier. I did get my commander on the field, but at that point it was just kind of like futile. Even though she or he, I'm not sure, has an ability where Brina has an ability. Oh, I said it at the top of the show, so you know what? Go listen to that.
I got to summon my commander because it was the only fucking creature I could summon for a good 15 turns.
And it was a low mana cost, so it was like 3 drops.
Yeah, and it never got killed. So I'd like to say thank you for not killing my dog. But thanks for fucking destroying me either way.
And there was an enchantment I had that I used called Curse of Disturbance. It enchants me directly, and whenever I'm attacked, it creates a 2/2 black zombie token. But then each opponent attacking that player does the same as well. So we assume that meant that creates a token for them, a black zombie token. And it took us also too, should say Teysa's abilities was very like I sat there reading because from what I've seen on Reddit threads that like she's pretty OP, and I'm pretty sure she's limited or restricted in like other formats because of how powerful she is. And like, I mean, like Colt was asking great questions because there's just so many like scenarios and way for things to work. It's just like, fuck, man, I don't think about this. And like, there's no comprehensive way or guide to like really figure this shit out besides having to, for us to...
you pretty much... Because at this point, I mean, Magic is, over 30 years old. Like, there's not like a guide of like, here's what every card in Magic does. I'm sure there probably is somewhere. It would take months and months and years to know that shit.
Yeah. Well, dude. And like... But the thing is, even seasoned players, I assume, like, struggle with that. Because also, too, there's just the language of the cards, Like, it's in English. But the thing is, the way they word stuff, it's just like... What do they mean by this?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like, I mean, I know by the time this episode comes out, like it'll be old news, but it's like the Final Fantasy set coming out and like summons like from the games are like an integral part of that set. I'm like, how is that? Like, that's a whole new mechanic limited to this set, but also now because Universes Beyond is standard legal, like that's going to be something people have to think about in standard play for 3 years, like in tournament play, like Final Fantasy is going to be illegal for 3 years. So I like, it's super interesting. Like how, like if you've been playing Magic for 25 years, I wonder how you even react to like such a large new mechanic like that.
I want to say too, that's funny because I didn't know that Final Fantasy is going to be legal. I think that's another reason why people are so mad with these fucking collabs. Cause they're like, they're legal. And like, that's also what, probably pisses.
Some of these Spider-Man cards are going to be legal.
Yeah, God, these nerds. Just let people have fun.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Let people have fun.
Yeah, because I've told them, just like having researched sets and stuff. I've come to like just see a bunch of fucking negative Nancys, just a bunch of bitches complaining, moaning about like, oh, this doesn't make sense, the lore, like these collabs, like they just don't care about creating the original. Like, who fucking cares? Like that's what I've seen everywhere, just talking about how like there's just too many, like it's like I want to say like a lot of games, right? Like how they do so many collabs, like Magic does too many collabs.
Yeah, Magic's Fortnite.
Yeah, like that was the thing. And it was just like, who fucking cares, man? Like, this is cool shit, dude.
And I think, like, with any fandom, it really is just, like, the loud minority, I think. Like, I don't think this is, like, the common sentiment held by a lot of Magic players.
I don't know, man. Nerds fucking suck, so.
Yeah, but
yeah,
probably. Hey, guess what? We had fun. We had fun. I had a ton of fun. I won 2 out of 3 of our games during this mini series.
We had 30% fun.
I had 66% fun.
Yep. Wait,
because I won 2 games.
you didn't have fun for one of them because you lost. Wow.
Is that not what you just said? Am I wrong? I was just
sore loser.
I was about to say, yeah, Wenzel would have 0% fun because
I had 30%. I liked one game. No, I had fun.
Yeah, I had fun all 3 games. It was fun. I'm very excited for how we revisit Magic. Or even how we don't, even not on the podcast. We just play for fun, but then, doing stuff for the podcast with it. Because that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, if anything, we don't have to do anything. I know I talked about being a project for the podcast and being integrated, but, for the most part, I don't see it as being, super, every time we do something with Magic, it has to be podcast related. If anything, this is just a gate to open for us to do it just, personally. Because, we've been talking about, wanting to do, some kind of card game, even if it isn't for the podcast, just to play around. I think, I don't know, I think we found something.
Yeah, I definitely think Magic is that game.
Let's, like I said on the other episodes, soon, please. Because I do want to play again, just whenever you guys can.
Well, that sounds like a podcast.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, words, actions?
Please don't do that again, Tanner. That wasn't fun for me. I really did not enjoy that Commander game as much as Tanner did by a long time. Tanner he was over there oh, yeah, I love this. Ooh. And while
he was rubbing
Wenzel
his
and I
crotch.
were this sucks. Fuck. And he was over there just stroking his shit.
Dude, he was rubbing his winky crazy.
And he said that. He said, look at my winky.
Yeah.
I said that about something else.
At one point, he squeezes his urethra, his little hole, whatever. And it's just look at it. Look at it.
I was talking.
Okay, I did not do that.
Yeah, you did do that.
Just for the record.
He's away from the mic. He can't.
For the record.
For the record, I did not use my urethra to talk. Also, Tanner fucking did some bullshit where he made his dog bark at me only when it was my fucking turn.
It was really funny. Every time Colt tried to talk, she kept barking at Colt. It was Bells. I didn't say that.
Thank you, Bells.
It was very funny.
Yeah, and I couldn't fucking get my thoughts together because every time she barked, it was like...
Yeah, I know. I could tell. Man, what the fuck was I saying? You could always, since this is kind of introduced, you could always try building your own deck. One that counters his. Is
it legal to smash kits together or sets together?
Yeah. In Commander, I want to say everything's legal. Unless there is for Commander, there is a ban list. They have it up on their site.
Hey, guess what? I ain't gonna fucking read it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna unless I'm doing actual stuff.
But other than that, you can build your deck.
Yeah.
Do whatever.
Okay.
Just gotta make sure there's one of each card.
I gotta get cards, build up my supply to actually pull from.
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, right.
Oh, I'm just saying, you have a bunch of cards with you already. Look through the cards that you have. Do something about
I
that.
want more.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I feel like that's really the bad part about this, because now I'm just thinking about all the cards I want, and now I feel like I'm going to be like a pervert. I'm going to be on fucking eBay and Card Kingdom looking at fucking singles to buy. I'm wanting to buy packs.
I really want that card that makes it to where everyone's life force goes down to 1, and all you have is a single knife to fight over. It's something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly. It's like Hellfire Wave or something. It's beautiful. It's like $20 a card. But I think it'd be awesome just to buy every single one of them and have them in every single deck.
That would be fun. But yeah, I'm so excited just to build Commander decks and one thing we haven't even played Standard. We have not even played just regular fucking Magic yet. And I have Standard decks ready, so we can play those.
What do you mean you have Standard decks?
I have a Bloomborough starter kit that comes with 2 starter decks, and Colt and I are both getting Final Fantasy ones.
Yup.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we haven't even played Standard, but we can play Standard. I'm super excited. I'm super pumped. I love this. I loved every format we played. I want to play in every format. I want to see if we can talk Patrick into joining us and doing a fucking 4-player, or even doing like a tag team sort of deal. Maybe
3-on-1 on Pat. We're gonna be
Yeah, we all gang up on Pat.
Actually, I like that. I like that tag team idea.
Yeah, just like all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm super pumped.
Yeah, man. Like, this just got me so many more ideas. I will say, thinking about that Final Fantasy stuff now, I'm like, man, maybe we should do like a Final Fantasy thing. Like,
I get mine next Monday
Yeah.
at time of recording this. I got mine 2 months ago. You know what? If there's a Final Fantasy thing out, you already know about
Yeah.
it.
that's true. But yeah, I guess if that's it. Anything else? No.
No.
I ain't got nothing.
Well,
Mr. Gathering, please do a Fortnite set.
There was a Fortnite secret layer.
But I want it to be official. I want a Fortnite bundle.
But the thing is, bring it.
A lot of the secret layer stuff is just like substitution for cards, so they are legal. There's I don't think there could ever be a Fortnite.
But they're expensive.
If you buy singles, probably not.
That's like the Street Fighter cards.
I just want to open a Fortnite pack from
also,
Magic.
dude, they could do a Fortnite set. There's a lot of stuff in Fortnite.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Oh my god, I just remembered there's a fucking Avatar: The Last Airbender set coming out this year.
When?
In the fall, I guess. It'd be after September because that Spider-Man stuff drops at the end of September, so I'd guess maybe November.
Well, if you ever see those on pre-order, tell me.
Dog. Hot. Why would you switch to the wrong
It
hand?
gives the same effect.
Colt backhanded his hand.
God, I mean, honestly, that may be the best high five we've gotten on mic.
Yeah.
God.
All right. Magic.
Sorry, Zelda's right here.
Oh, I'm a little kitty girl.
We will never die. This is where it cuts to a thing that says "Rest in peace." All 3 killed in dump truck.
Yeah.
In the arms of an angel.
Yes.
Well, thank you for listening to us. We're the All You Can Hear podcast. You can find us on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, or YouTube, where we are also known as All You Can Hear, where we have uploaded our VODs from our past streams on twitch.tv/allyoucanhear, including all of our episodes, including the instruction booklets, VODs, and episodes. And you can follow us on Bluesky at aychpodcast.bsky.social. And lastly, you can follow me, Wenzel, on Bluesky as World of Wenzel and Wenzel Essentials. My link tree has links for everything.
My name's Colt. Follow me on Bluesky at ColtD99. And just let's petition Magic the Gathering to get Fortnite and potentially just another Transformers set, the full set. I think it's awesome they're in the Brothers War, but I think it'd be cool just to have a full-on Transformers set like we have Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I'd want that more than the Fortnite set, personally.
If I had to pick anything to become a set in Magic the Gathering, I think I would choose. God, I don't know.
That's what I was trying to remember, but I completely forgot. I was like, I had an idea about a set, but I can't remember now.
I mean, obviously, like Dark Souls and Elden Ring would be fucking sick as shit.
Elden Ring would be a crazy Berserk.
Yeah, I think I would like an anime or something in there. I don't know what anime you could get that.
I mean,
would make.
I was gonna say you can do.
I mean, there's already a One Piece card game.
You could do. Did they do Naruto? You could do Naruto. You could do Bleach. You could do.
I just wonder how that works with like the other card games. You know, there's that Union Arena game that uses Bleach. I don't know how any of that shit works.
You know, never mind. You can't do any of that shit. Probably.
So I'm going to change my answer to Tekken.
Okay.
I think Tekken would be cool. Anyways, you can follow me on Bluesky, Tanner1495.bsky.social. Definitely keep an eye out on our YouTube. We got Demo Expressos dropping every week when there's not like another piece of supplemental content that needs to come out. Guess what? Demo Expresso there to save the day. Also twitch.tv/allyoucanhear for any live streams we do together. That will be a ton of fun. And yeah, that's all I got. Catch you on the flip side. Mother.